Welcome back, everyone. TBI here, the Basic Investor, and I want to wish everyone a happy Finance Friday. It's the third month of the year, March. Hopefully, it's the first Friday in March, also. So, hopefully, everyone's feeling good on this Friday. And want to get caught up on what's happening in the stocks and crypto world. Before we begin, of course, nothing said here is financial advice. If you seek financial advice, please seek out a financial advisor. I am not that. Everything I've said here is just stocks and crypto commentary and strictly for educational purposes. With that being said, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the content, of course, to any of your stock friends as we will be discussing what happened in the week on this lovely Finance Friday. So I wanted to start out with a quick article from CoinDesk. Let's get to that. All right. So of course, we know what's going on with Rus and the ongoing conflict over there overseas. I won't say any names. I don't want to get struck down by the YouTube algorithm. So what's happening is Mr. Putin. Of course, they're facing sanctions from the U.S. We know that's going on, but this article is breaking down that the Bitcoiners were right. Weaponized finance just created a post-dollar planet. If you guys didn't hear recently in the news, this of course happened about 2 days ago, is U.S. and other countries also hit the Rus hard with sanctions. And the oligarchs over there are being smart. What are they investing in? The one thing that can't be sanctioned, and that is Bitcoin. Makes sense. Everyone with half a brain cell saw this coming. You can't regulate it. That's what it is. It's decentralized in nature. And what are the people putting their money in? As the Rus drops in value, they're putting their values in cryptocurrency. And the number one cryptocurrency, of course, is Bitcoin. And that's exactly what's going on. With them, like I said, the dependence on systems like Swift bank messaging, corresponding banking, and Apple Pay is a product of global dominance. If they're going to be sanctioned, they're getting away from that. There's different companies, different countries, and companies banning the making of Rus films going on, and also, of course, the banking systems. It's ending right now as people are seeing it. So they're putting their values, they're putting their money, they're putting their stock in Bitcoin. That's what caused a portion of what caused Bitcoin to rally this week and go up from 40 to 44,000. It was great to be able to see it. For those in Bitcoin, know that it's the long-term play, not just here in the U.S., but also overseas, and also in war-stricken countries like Rus. All right, so that was the article from CoinDesk here, talking about that. I thought it was an interesting way to kind of break into Finance Fridays. I will leave the article here in the description in the YouTube page. Now, what I also wanted to do is get into my plays that I went through this week. I actually bought some more cryptocurrency. Crazy, right? Well, I actually traded. I didn't really say buy it, but I actually traded from one thing to the next. And I'm going to discuss a fallacy that I happened with BitForex. So let's get into that real quick. And then I'll end the video with recapping where I am as far as all the brokerages and things like that. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. All right, so I wanted to get over to BitForex. There's pros and cons, right? I've just been on BitForex for a week. You guys can see that I bought some more. I bought some more OMI tokens, and I want to go into. All right, so what I wanted to do is show you guys first my deposit history, right? So what we did earlier in the week is we converted some of our ADA tokens over to BitForex and then converted them, the ADA tokens, into USDT, which is Tether, right? So we did that. I linked the video on how to do that from step 1 to step 5, all the way down in the previous video for Trending Tuesday. So please go check that out. Leave a like on that. Helps get the exposure for people that need it. So yesterday, what I also did is I just had a premonition in a dream that I need to go in on this OMI token, right? So what I did is I said, okay, man, first thing I tried to do, which is the fallacy of BitForex, which I do not like, is I transferred Phantom. I had about $30 in Phantom tokens, and I transferred them over from Coinbase over to BitForex. Something went wrong with BitForex, and now my $30 worth of Phantom is now lost in the ether. They saying that it has to go through like 17 validations or something to show up, something crazy like that. So that turned me off to transferring other coins over because it worked perfectly with Cardano. But for some reason, the Phantom, FTM, didn't work well. If you guys know what's happening with that, as far as if you use BitForex, please let me know. But it definitely did not work for me. So right now I'm down $30 as far as what the Phantom was. It's not on my, actually I used Gemini. I went from Gemini where my other cryptocurrency is, and I transferred it over, and it did not go well because I still can't see it on BitForex, and it's not showing up on my Gemini account either. So that's a fallacy with that. What I did also is I went directly in from, I think it was either, let me see here, Gemini or Coinbase, one of the two. And I transferred USDT, which is Tether, because that's what you have to use to purchase the OMI. So that's what I did. I said, okay, let me just go ahead and push another $200 over to BitForex to buy some more OMI. And that's exactly what I did. So now you see two transfers that happened, one on the 28th, the other one March 2nd. Deposit address is there. And then now, when you go into my wallet here, you see this, which is 116,000 OMI tokens. What I'm planning to do, my plan to do is still get a Cardano bag, right? But I'm more bullish on this bag. One, it's cheaper. Two, I feel that by the end of 2 years, let's say, for example, it's going to be worth more than this. Now, I do not know how much it will be worth. Right now, it's 0042. That's the price on the OMI token right now. And I just know, let's say in 2 years, remember, these are long-term plays. There's no get-rich-quick scheme here at all. I know this. It's going to be worth more than what it is right now, because one, it's hard to get to, which creates exclusivity, right? With everything. Apple, iPhones, it creates exclusivity. Once it hits the common brokerage exchange platform, Gemini, Coinbase, Robinhood, once it hits Fidelity, Webull, it's on none of those right now. You have to go through something kind of niche like BitForex to get it. Once it hits that, and the general populace can be able to find it and not jump through an hour of trying to set up an account to be able to purchase it. Once it does that, it's going to go up in value. I do not know how much in value. I am not the authority for that. There is plenty of other videos that speculate OMI token to $1, OMI token to $10. Do I hope that happens? Yes. But there was also the same content creators, no names being called, that was saying that the ADA token was going to go to $10 by December 2021. And it did not hit that at all. It actually went down in December 2021. It did not hit $10, nowhere near it, right? So, same thing with the OMI token. Now, this is significantly cheaper than the ADA token, which is about 97-98 cents right now. It went up to like $1.13, things like that, which is good for ADA, but not for the people that bought in around that price. I bought in for this so cheap that when it makes a splash, it's two things that can happen. One, I'm going to lose the money that I put in and it goes to zero, which is unlikely, or it's going to go up in value from this point. Remember, it is far below a penny. It's 0.0042 right now, which is significantly lower than 0.1, which is 1 penny, right? It is 0.024. The only thing cheaper that I've seen that I'm investing in right now is the Shiba Inu token, and we know that's a meme token with trillions of tokens out there. This does not have that, and it has a burn mechanism within it. Every time an NFT is purchased on Vive or Vivi, you know, that section, a portion of token is burned in the background for OMI. So that's great because the people are, Vivi's going up as far as usage and downloads from the Apple Store, the Google Store, things like that. This token should skyrocket, and I'm happy to get into something early. That's what the dream was. It was saying, like, I was thinking other tokens and coins were going to be my ticket to getting into something early. That's the key. Doing research and figuring it out. Those two content creators to make videos in a 2-week span of what they're investing in. One says what he's investing in. The other one did not. He just said, this is what I'm investing in. Maybe that's my aha moment to say you need to go in and invest in this and go in hard. Remember, it's a risky play, so you got to make sure your savings account is good. You have to make sure. You have to make sure the savings account is good. You have to make sure everything is situated with your bills and everything. And if you still have some money to play around with, that's the money you take a risk on. But when I'm looking at it, my goal is 1 million tokens. Because if this thing hits $1, I'm in. If it debuts $2, $3, $4, I'm really in. Now we have capital to be able to invest in some real estate and things like that with. But the more that I invest in and it pops, then we're in. And it's up to me to be able to follow the trend every day, because this is money. You know, we're starting basic here. We've only been investing 2 months. We started January 1st. Now it's March 4th. Good Friday. This is what we have to do now. So this is my play, and I went even deeper in this week. 116. The plan is to get 1 million. And hope for the best. Do some research, see what's going on with Vivi, see what's going on with Ecomi, and see if it can take off, you know, year, 2 year, 3 years from now. That's the play. This is a thing to where if it's starting to tank, you take it out. You may lose a couple hundred. You take that risk. But if it booms, even if it hits $1, you're in. And it's less than a penny now. So that's the play that I'm doing. It's highly speculative and risky, but this is the play that I'm doing, and it's to go in. My goal for the ADA token was 1,000. The goal for the ADA token was 1,000. I may still be able to hit that via staking, because I know some content creators on YouTube staked and they got that goal way out the way. And hopefully that works for me as I start staking with ADA. But I'm trying to get this million ADA token. I mean, not ADA, but OMNI tokens sooner than later. So that's my play, because if it hits $1, I'm in. All right. Now I want to go in and just kind of go into the what's going on here as far as portfolios. Let's go in and see what the portfolio is looking like. Portfolio here, of course, it was pretty good. So we got, you know, some for about 4,300 here in the portfolio on Gemini. And what we're investing in is Ether. We still have our 1 Ether token. Bitcoin, we moved up in some value, which was good. We moved up in some value. And then we got the Shibas. You know, I put $2 in that every day, dollar cost average into the Shibas. We're at 1.4 million Shiba tokens, you know, which is stupid cheap because remember, if the OMI token is, these is quad zeros, super cheap, way below a penny. But of course, this is, you know, meme coin. It's in meme coin territory. Now, if they're able to ever develop their metaverse like they're saying in a year, 2 or 3, then this may be a booming profit that you can quickly cash out and then put that money towards like owning a full Bitcoin. That's the total plan with Shiba Inu. It's not. I'm not hoping that this thing booms for anything major. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we dollar cost $2 every day, and that's money that I could be spending going to work now that I work from home. So, yeah. So I'm not caring anything about this here. If you know, it's like a risk-free play. This is free money. This is a free scratch off you found on the ground, something like that. That's how I'm taking it. Still heavy into Matic. We got 19 Matic tokens. It hasn't really moved anything in the last 2 months, but I feel like this platform is going to boom. I chose this one over Phantom. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I had Phantom and I had Polygon in there, and I chose Polygon to keep, and I sold the Phantom. Smooth Love Potions, $8 for 468. We'll see if it goes. This is the metaverse play. You know, I'm not too concerned on that. It's only $8. You know, and Sandbox, you know, we have 2 Sandbox tokens. You know, they're like, you know, $3 each right now. They were like $4, moved down in price. And these are the ones I sold to get my initial, we sold these to get my initial push for the Omni tokens. And now this is what they were. So that's kind of the Gemini portfolio there. As far as Robinhood, we were about 4.8. Robinhood's doing really good this year. This week, which was great. Tesla, we're almost up to 2 stocks, which is great. Still holding. I'm not doing anything with the Apple shares. I just have 2. I bought those in January and haven't touched them. We're moving. We're almost close to owning half an Amazon share, and we're dollar cost averaging in each week. For Amazon, this is the free stock they give you. These are a few of my like my VTI shares, my ETIs. They're good to go there. Well, ETFs. Sorry about that. Yeah, so those are good. They got some Virgin Orbit here, VTIP, and of course VTI. Shout out to Andre Jeek. I stopped at Ford at 5.5 shares. I'm going to stop there, see how it does with the EV plays, and then we have Google. We're trying to work our way. It's $3,000, but we have until July 15th to own 1 stock. So the closer we get to that, the more we're going to push into it. All right, last one is of course Coinbase, and Coinbase. You know, we took a lot out, so we sold some crypto here. We're keeping our Mana tokens. We have 50 flat. I'm keeping those forever. I'm not gonna move those at all. And then of course your Cardano. I was working towards getting to 1,088 tokens. Now we're down to having 466, right? I think we were at 7. We basically traded some of the ADA tokens to push over to get that big Omni bag that we have now. And that's kind of where we're at as far as Coinbase. It's looking kind of sparse over here, but we used to have some more tokens in there. Now we don't. Yeah, you know, that's where we're at. What can you do? So that's where we're at here. Once again, the Omni play is big right now. I have goals of what I'm trying to do with Omni. I have staking goals of what I want to do with Cardano. And that's kind of the plays that we're doing. It's a volatile market, but it's a good time. It is a good time, guys, to get in and invest. Remember, when it's blood in the streets, that's the time to invest. When there's victory bells, that's the time to get out. Right now, there's still some uncertainty, but you see, the Rus, they're investing in Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin moves, all the altcoins moves. Also, when Bitcoins move, you're starting seeing some stocks move too. It's been a great day on Robinhood. That's where I have my stocks. A great week, I should say. So for Finance Fridays, great week in stocks actually. But people are trying to ramp up. There's a lot of Ford EV plays. The Fed was talking. Fed talked this week, and it sent a lot of people into a tailspin. So what you have to do when the Fed talks, one, you listen and you understand where things are going to go. If it's going to be banks moving up, if it's going to be oil moving down, you got to know these things. And there's heavy oil investments going on south of Ukraine. You have to understand that there's a lot of oil in that water to the west of Crimea. That's a big topic of what's going on. You just had a city fall. So Ukraine might have lost that access to that coast. That's going to be big for the oil stocks as the oil barrels, the price of crude oil goes up. All of those things factor into what your plays are going to be for your week and your month ahead. Just take a listen, guys. You're seeing the plays that I'm doing. I'm being transparent. I got plays lined up in crypto, and I still got my stock plays being heavy. You always want to diversify your portfolio. That's the message for Finance Fridays. If there's any tip I give you, it's you always have a speculative play, and I showed you 2 of mine. You also want to have some blue chip stocks invested in. Some EVs going up. Gas, you seen the price at the pumps. It's crazy. It's almost doubled, right? In the last 3 months. It's almost doubled. I noticed it. So, with that being said, hopefully everybody enjoyed this lovely Finance Friday topic. We talked about some plays. You've seen my backs, and you also seen what I'm trying to invest in and what I am hopefully seeing people not invest in. There's some speculative things that you may not want to dip your finger in, but also be smart about what's going on in the world. That's going to show you where the money is. Crude oil's going up. People are now going to start investing in EV vehicles. Ford, Lucid, I hear a lot about Lucid lately. Another electronic vehicle format player. Of course, Tesla. You see how we have stocks in Tesla also. You know, TBI, basic investor. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Good Friday. And I will talk to you guys on Monday for Market Cap Mondays. Tune in, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you lovely folks on Monday. Take care.